Aries, my name is Natalie. Thank you for checking out your reading for May 2017 on my channel, Trinity Source. A fruit fly has been wanting to cross its path. So look up the animal totem fruit fly. Um, Sorry, I have the window open. It's raining and it just smells good. And um, you guys like the rain too. So I got a couple cards out, which is kind of weird because, okay, one is like the burden card, right? And then one's the wish card. So, but this isn't a bad burden card. This is like having all this strength to come to this final pivotal moment in your life. You're coming out of a struggle. So I'm shuffling the cards. I called upon um, Heavenly Divine Love. I saw the card. I'm pretty sure this is it. Seven of Cups is in reverse, which is the card of illusion. So you definitely see past the veil. Um, like seeing into the spiritual world. I wanted to first off start out saying that Aries are going through a hard time right now. Um, After the sign of Aries, you guys really harnessed your power, but maybe a little too harshly. Um, and some of you dwelled a lot because it's like your personal new year. Sorry about like the roof cracking. I'm in my dad's room and he needs to get that fixed. Sorry, but anyway, what I was trying to say is in in the time of Aries, I noticed it with my brother, and I've noticed it with, like, there was some setbacks. And it's like you were reflecting, and there was some things that, you had to go through. And yeah, like, some of you, like, really didn't have that energy that Aries has. Prince of, Wands. A lot of you watching this are younger, between, 20 to 35. If you're older, you didn't have much energy. You're usually just like ready to go. Like going out places or doing fun activities, and you just weren't interested in that. You weren't interested in social, and I feel like this goes for a lot of people because some of you have cut people off. Some of you just like you're so opinionated that your opinions mean a lot to you. I know I just pick cards out, but they're drawn to me as an empath, and uh, all my abilities. I just know. Yeah, like you were just blindfolded and guarded. Um, uh, this is now. You just want to put on your blinders and kind of just have fun right now in the time of May. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So let's see what else is going on the bottom of the card. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You are engaged with a couple different people who are like part of your circle or coworkers, and things are coming together, but they're coming off not as appropriately as they should. With the Three of Pentacles here, this talks about making an appropriate plan, a long, drawn out plan to build something like a corporation, build a to me, this is like with certain people, with certain Aries, this is you with two other people trying to find your spiritual abilities and come together as united. And it's in reverse because it's you're all on different levels. Okay, you as the Aries, you're very much the leader, and but you have the other people are leaders too. So when three leaders get together, it gets a little hectic. Um, I know because this is going on with me. Um, and it's me, my boyfriend, and my brother. My brother's the Aries, and he just wants to have fun right now, and that's totally fine because I had to do Reiki on him, and draw out some of his negative energy, and that took a toll on me, and then I had to heal that, and then we have my boyfriend. So he's physically a little bit disabled, and he suffers a lot of pain, but he's like so clairvoyant. We're like prophets, and we're trying to really, like, we've been doing past life regression, seeing like where our past lives have come from. There's you as the leader. You are the older one. Um, or the older people, watching this video. You just want to take a step back from like responsibilities. You just you've had enough on your plate for years and years. And I'm talking about like even like 30 years old, 30-year old, 35-year olds. I'm sorry, it's stupid Facebook. Um, and the older ones around 50 years old, you are very observant. You're just observant and observant your spiritual teachers. My brother's a spiritual teacher, I'm a spiritual teacher, and we're preachers. And you're observing, taking a look, and you're observing characters of people who can be integrated into your circle, and you really don't have one. It's like a couple people, and that goes for all Aries. Because even though you're so like mostly extrovert, you're really introvert. You're really like the watcher of things that go around, and you're always prepared for the next move. Okay, two wands in reverse means you made a decision. You made a decision. We're gonna find out what that is. You made a decision to be successful. You made a decision, but it's coming towards the end. That's going to come towards the end of the month. So I'm gonna pull like a couple more cards. Um, you are a little bit emotional right now. One more card. This one. You're emotional right now because you have so many things on your back. And I'm not even talking about just family members. I'm talking about like everything. Like if you're in school, if you're working, if you're in a relationship, your own inner subconscious feelings, the past. This is all the past hurts and traumas you are dealing with. You are going through another spiritual awakening. Okay, and some of you are suppressing it with like drugs or alcohol, and I'm not gonna judge about that because I've had my own experiences, and it's tough when you're so enlightened and so intuitive at a young age and intelligent, and people don't understand you, and you're misunderstood all the time, so you resort to escapism, scapegoat. So let's start off with these two cards. The Ten of Wands. That's the Ten of Spirit. That's you actually starting off new. It's because 10 is 1. You're going back to the beginning. You're going back to your roots. I'm so sorry. Like, it's on vibrate, but it's, no, it was ringing. But, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't have time for this. Sorry. And then there's a 9. Okay, there's a 9 of Cups because you're very spiritually enlightened, but you're going back to the starting process. Like, you've already went through the enlightenment process of 9 levels of consciousness. I'm on my ninth level of consciousness, and you are at the point now. We're coming into May. You're almost to the divine building that makes you start over again. and then you do a life review, and this is your ultimate wish. This is your ultimate wish, but I don't, this isn't just the wish card. This is you. This is the drinking that I was talking about, or partying, and like um, and I'm just saying it to be honest. And look, it's the Nine of Cups because you're at the level of consciousness, which is the most enlightened, and then you're reaching for that 10, but you're trying to pick up so many pieces of the puzzle, and it has to do with you. And you think it has to do with other people being on your back, like you're carrying the weight of other people, but no, it's the weight that has been inside of you, because this is for the older people, 35 and above. You have already went through an enlightenment stage at a young age, and I know an Aries client who is very enlightened already, and she's only 23, and I've been helping her for a year, and I've seen the progression, and she, like, if I speak about her, like, she, yeah, I could definitely see her, and she just grinds and grinds and grinds, and she just, she's a go-getter, but she's just like feeling like this is the don't quit before the miracle card. Okay, because this is like walking up the wall of China in a sense, with all this spiritual heavy load from the past that you have grieved, and now it's time to start that enlightenment process over again, to realize who you were, because what you did is help the world, as a giver, as a provider, as a nurse, spiritual warfare, light worker, dark worker, sorcerer. That's what my brother is. He's a sorcerer, and you definitely see past the illusion of the matrix. This is the set number 7. So we got number 10, number 9. That's transformations. That's starting over. And number 7 is, this is the time for you to actually have heaven on earth, because you are ascending at a rapid speed, but you don't see it. Um, you pick the cup. You pick the snake, the temptation again. Okay? So we're going to flip this back over, and you need to make some more better choices for yourself. Some of you are represented as a snake, which is not a bad thing. That's Lucifer, fallen angel, who gives us temptation so we realize our lessons. And you've had a lot of lessons to learn. And we always will have a lot of lessons to learn. I say don't choose money. Um, choose the wreath, which is victory, which is towards the end, which is success, which is people coming together, and this is number 6, the people coming together for God's work. You get in fights a lot, and you don't want to start them, but you can't help but stick up for yourself. You can't help it. And I like living with an Aries, and just as an alchemist myself, I sometimes want to take on that Aries energy so I can deliver my truth and be an extrovert, and like tell people, look, this is how it is, and I'm not going to stand up for being like abused or mistreated. So I take on that Aries energy too. And so the Prince of Wands, you you're having a lot more energy this month, but this is in the past. But this is you right now. Since it came up like this, they're saying to make it upright, but this is you right now, because you have a lot of energy. You're waking up early, going to bed, sometimes late, sometimes early, but you're waking up in the middle of the night, and you're like, you got a lot on your mind, and this is draining you. So you get stuck doing one thing, which is like being on the computer or just focusing on your work constantly. So you don't have time to just set off and go out and do your heart's desires. And I don't know if you want me to this is your wish, so I'm gonna make it upright for you. This is your heart's desires, and I prayed over these cards. I always do, and I used I used the star incense, just because you guys are so ruled by Mars. It's crazy. Um, you're so ruled by Mars, even if you're on a cusp, like that Mars energy is so masculine that you will fight for any position you believe in. And I want you to be that leader and stand in your power without any vices, without anybody bringing you down, okay? But use your solar plexus personal power. You have that a little messed up. Everybody does. I've just been purging for the past like 3 weeks with digestive issues. I did a video on my fifth spiritual awakening. That's your solar plexus. Burn yellow incense. You guys love the color yellow, and you like the color green and red. You love the color red and black, and but burn yellow incense at solar plexus. Imagine when you meditate that you have a sun in your stomach, and I'm sorry to say this, but you're going through ascension symptoms, and we all are. And some people don't know why they're sick, and I know why. So, you know, you might want to reach out to me, because this is a very pivotal point right now, and it's hard for you to get up this hill. Um, and you're really kind of just shaking it off. You're like, I ain't got time for it. It's just, I don't really want to focus on like my emotions at all, because I've already dealt with that with boyfriend girlfriend, mostly about that. You guys are big lovers, and you can't find the right one, and you don't know why, or the right one won't come to you. Like you have, someone you like, but you just, there's always difficulties, and that makes you so fucking sad. Excuse my French. So yeah, you're putting on your blinders, and you're like, I got my guard up, and this is the moon is waxing right now, so that's the moon waxing. um I don't know what the moon's going to be in, but I'll let you guys know. But the way it keeps your emotions balanced, you're harnessing your air energy in your chart um to be able to, or harnessing an air like quality, because you have, infinite, infinite potential that you don't know about. So you just put on this front, like, everything's okay. And I see right through my brother, and I say, what are you hiding from? um why are you so emotional? Why are you not talking to that girl, whatever, because she lives far away or whatever? And I hate to put his personal business out there, but it's just, my experience, because I see, I feel, I'm clairsentient, I'm claircognizant, I'm telepathic, I just know. And it's not just with family members. I know from talking to people on the phone, I can pick up vibes through, just I pick up vibes from the global consciousness, the unified mind. So this is the three. You want to be the initiator, and you're a teacher. So you got to build up some kind of system where you have the ability to be a leader, as to reform whatever you want to reform: education, healthcare, philosophy, history. Well, you not reform history, but reform the future history, as the prophet that you are. Yes, you are a prophet. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So it's like an immaculate ram. And you guys, the ram doesn't ever go against people unless it has to stand up for itself. And you want to start to initiate some sort of group, or some sort of um, plan with people, and the plans never really get organized. There's one person in particular, it's a female, that you click with well. But since you have your guard up, you kind of like, don't, you know you want to listen, because you guys have been seeing a lot of evil in the world in your mind's eye. Some of you do etherical warfare where you're dark workers or light workers and you kill demons, or you are killing whatever you have to kill, and you are really, that's why she's blindfolded, because she's meditating a lot. And that's why I said you pick the snake, because that really brings you down. That's a lot of heavy stuff. I did it a couple times, and Jesus came with me one time because there was, my own inner demons coming after me to like make me think bad thoughts like suicide and stuff like that. And an incident where they tried to kill me, and I did a tidal wave, and actually Jesus came like levitating towards me and made the tidal wave bigger. And I found out like he actually killed more demons. And that's what we're going through, is spiritual and human warfare. And wow, this went upright. So the three is three people. It's the pentacle. What is the pentacle? Or what is, yeah, what is the five-pointed star? The five-pointed star is the divine ones. Okay, you have a divine gift that God has sent you here. Most of you are fallen angels. This is for Aries sun. um I know, like, a lot of people say Aries sun rising and moon, but this is specifically for sun sign. um because your rising signs your alter ego. This isn't for somebody who has an alter ego, because your alter ego is usually negative. And this isn't for somebody who's emotional with your moon sign. This is somebody who is specifically ruled by Mars. Because that's the leader, that's the king. That's the one that, has the thing together. It's not, the alter side of you. It's not the emotional side of you. It's the one who you know everybody looks at and sees them as a position of power. Some of you men are very tall. Some of you women are a little bit taller than average, and very beautiful, like drop dead gorgeous. Um, Men and women. And the Three of Pentacles, what am I trying to draw with this? Yeah, there's three people here. Um, the woman's holding the plan. See, I made the plan with what I'm working with my spiritual team. And I'm like the mother. I'm like Mother Mary. That's one of my past life regressions. And you can say what you want. Comments are probably going to be disabled, but um I've been told by God, and I did a tarot reading on it, and I just, I'm highly enlightened. So and You're a builder. You're a master builder. You're a master builder. Like, some of you do construction, and some of you work with your hands. Some of you are really good at computers. So this has to do with building some kind of system. The person with the hat on is the initiator, the one who wait, not no, the one who finally is the last one to come into their own through spiritual awakening, and you guys are guiding them. See how he's pointing to her, because they already have a system set up, and he's sitting there just observing. He's like, okay, so what's next? And she's just like, yeah, this. And number three is the Holy Trinity. You're backed by the Holy Trinity. And if you guys aren't doing some kind of spiritual work, this has to do with uh, hard work and dedication that has been divinely guided to you. And if you don't know your life purpose is to be use your God-given talents. You guys are builders, you're athletes, you're um, caregivers, your cooks, you have you're multi talented. Um, as the baby of the zodiac, you came in here full spirited, head on to get the ball rolling with the Earth's progression as a whole unified heaven on Earth. And you're very much leader like, and but you're not really sure yet what kind of position or power you want to be in. And if you're an older individual, please do not think that it's too late, because actually the life expectancy has gone up to 125 for baby boomers. And and you need, if you feel like you're not highly enlightened, I doubt you don't. You're watching this, you watch tarot readings, so you're very into this occult mysticism, but there might be things you just don't understand. And please connect with me. I have infinite knowledge, uh, just from spirit, like my crown chakra, my pineal gland, all my chakras are activated, and I would have to email you all my abilities. So, Two of Wands is making a choice, but it's paired with it's all these cards. Okay, now this these two is what started it all. Okay, making a choice. You got overly emotional about a situation, and you had to do some deep seated root cleansing, and you got help from somebody. But some of you feel like some of you haven't gotten help yet, but help is coming, okay? And it's going to make you feel like tears of joy, because you've always felt stabbed in the back your whole life, whether you admit it or not, because Aries like to live a little bit in denial. This is going on long. But yeah, you guys like to live a little bit in denial. And I always tell my Aries people, their denials, and they're like, no. And I'm like, yes, sweetie. And it's okay. I've been there, done that. I've been stabbed in the back. Um, but guess what? You chose the path of success. You're changing your mind frame. This is spirit. This is spirit coming in and saying, there's two decisions. You can either keep doing what you want to do and stay on the ninth level of consciousness, or the beginning stages of consciousness where you don't transcend to the next level, as we are doing as a planet ascending. And or you can, and you made the choice to succeed to help the planet. You're realizing what your power and your ability is, and you're using that to help the planet. I have a low battery, but hopefully the archangels will help me get this one stuck out to me. See, you're sensitive. This is a hard process. I go through it. I'm sensitive as anything. And I'm really trying to learn to control my emotions. Archangel Haniel, beautiful angel with a harp. Some of you are musicians. Love music. You love music. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. You're like clairsentience, which you feel the vibes around you. You always have. Honor yourself and your feelings. That's a good thing, to be really sensitive. Um, Hello from heaven. I didn't really want to pick up this card, but it's actually funny because it came out for my brother yesterday. I mean, it didn't really come out for him, but I showed it to him. And it just says Archangel Azrael is giving you comfort during this time, because the people in heaven who are guiding you to do the spiritual work that you have to do, or the human work, or both, in this on this earth, is that it says your loved ones, which can be angels, or your deceased loved ones, are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love and blessings. You guys need to pray. I'm not going to say it again. Some of you, okay? Your counselors, you can't, you're losing things. You're losing parts of yourself, but you're also losing physical things. And it's because you're just scatterbrained. But you're a counselor, Archangel Azrael. Call Archangel Azrael, help them get into focus and see that they are natural leaders, and that they don't need negative people in their life to bring them down, or negative situations or vices, and help them step into their power with positivity. You are a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance, and there's spirit always there to help you, and you just need to reach out. Instead of doing all this spiritual warfare by yourself, or all this human work, like as a artist or a nurse or a construction, even whatever, you play a big role in this, in society, in life, and on earth. And you need to tell Heavenly Father and the angels, and look up the archangels and see what purposes they do to help you, to guide you, because you are putting on your blinders just to, like, you know just because you don't know where to get help. You see what I'm saying? You don't know where to get help, and that's where you get help from the angels, from the spiritual guides, from your deceased loved ones. They are there always to help you, and you have to pray, and you have to get on your knees when you're at dire situations. Okay, please, take this into account. I'm not trying to be mean if some of you do pray. This is to specific ones that don't, because I know there's a lot that don't, because Aries are so like, oh, it's my way or the highway. All right, so yeah, definitely email me at natty623 for a read, and I would love to help you guys. Thank you. God bless.